Animal Crossing New Horizons carried me through COVID, and as an Animal Crossing fan, it was the perfect time for that game to come out. Unfortunately though, I lost my island because I sold my Switch back then. The island that I can only go back to through Snapchat. Earlier this year though, Animal Crossing came out with a new free update and an update for the Switch too. So I thought this was the perfect excuse for me to finally start a new island. And I think the best way to dive into this is spending 100 days in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Can I get the golden tools? The rarest of all flowers? How much of the museum will be done by the end? Can I get the coveted 5-star island? Who knows? So I started off by signing up for this deserted island getaway package from Tom Nook. So I put my name down and I signed up. Designed my character, picked an island, watched a little Animal Crossing ad. Oh my god, so cozy! Then I land on my island and see my new neighbors. Man, this is the chuzz. That's a lot better. I got Cousteau and Agnes as my starter villagers and I'm cool with them. We all meet Tom Nook at the town square and he gives us tents to set up. As I'm looking for a place to set up, I'm messing around with the new controls that this update brings.
To the left.
Anyways, after fooling around, I picked a spot for my tent and help Agnes and Cousteau with theirs. Tom Nook then wants a campfire set up, so he automatically assigns me with materials duty. Like, why not Cousteau? He's right there. I get him his tree branches and our island fruit peaches, as well as pick up some weeds voluntarily. It's just muscle memory. I give the mats back to Tom Nook and he sets up a campfire. He then asks us to name the island and I come up with Chugland. With that, I become island representative with no say and we all give a toast to new beginnings. New horizons, if you will. After partying with my new community, I head back to my humble tent and take a small nap. Is that KK Slider? I dream about the famous KK Slider and he's telling me to share my life with friends, do this with friends, do that with friends. Just a lot of friends talk. Tom Nook then wakes me up from my nap, giving me a smartphone and my itemized bill for everything so far. 49K? Crazy thing to give me while my pockets have a big fat donut. He notices that I have 0 bells to my name and lets me know I can pay in Nook Miles since I don't have any money. A new feature that Horizons has that the older Animal Crossing games don't is this Nook Mile system. It's basically achievements that you can complete to get Nook Mile points to use to get bells, furniture, and many more. The goal right now is to get 5,000 Nook Mile points to pay off my 50,000 bell loan. So I sell some peaches to Timmy and use the bells that I get from that to buy a fishing rod so I can start fishing. I'm doing it right in front of the huzz. I got a stone in front of the huzz, bro. I catch a bunch of new fish, then I go back to Tom Nook and he teaches me how to use the DIY workstation. And I build a fishing rod. So yeah, in this game you can build some tools, furniture, whatever your heart desires. I then give Tom Nook all the new fish I caught and he asks if he can give them to an old friend of his who is an expert in those kinds of things. So I said sure, why not? He also gives me a DIY to make an axe. I then sell the extra fish and shells and with those bells I buy a net and a camp stove for my tent area. Swag! I continue trying to get more Nook Mile points by drawing on the bulletin board. Then I catch a moth and when I gave it to Tom Nook, he gives me the red pansies. So I planted those, caught another new fish, and giving this to Tom Nook made him give me the DIY to make a watering can. One of my goals for these 100 days is to try to make every single flower in the game. And in order for flowers to start breeding, you need to water them. So I did that. I also caught a hermit crab, making it the 5th creature I give to Tom Nook, and this unlocks Blathers. Blathers wants to build a museum in Chugland, so Tom Nook lets us choose where to build the museum. I go back to focusing on the 5,000 Nook Mile points and after making a beautiful design, I hit it. Before reporting back to Tom Nook though, I was hitting rocks for mats because I know we are going to need the iron nuggets in the future. And because of that, I also catch a pill bug. I give Tom Nook my 5,000 Nook Mile points to relieve me of my itemized bill and he immediately offers me a home for a new loan of 98,000 bells. 2 loans in 1 day is insane, so I took it. A very successful first day, I think. I'm getting a new house already tomorrow, and Blathers is coming soon. On day 2, I got a letter from my mom. I love you, mom. Take a look at my new home. My crib is mad big. I also realized I forgot to put Blathers' tent down yesterday, so I put that down immediately today. I go through my daily routine of picking up weeds, hitting rocks, and shaking trees, and I catch the first of many wasps. I do a little stretching segment with the gang. I also say hi to Tom Nook, who reminds me of my loan I owe him. Frick you. On a brighter note though, Timmy and Tommy plan to open up their own store, but needs my help to build a store. Asking for, okay, wood, hardwood, and softwood. 30 iron nuggets! So I get to gathering the materials, and as I'm doing that, Cousteau stops me. Fuck. Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, I heard you're getting stuff together to build us a shop. Good hustle, Chuddatry. I found something that might help things along. Here you go. Hey! Damn! W Cousteau, thank you for the iron nuggets. W Cousteau, bro. Damn, we only need 9 more. I then bought myself a slingshot because if I want that golden slingshot, I'm going to need to shoot down 300 balloons. So I can get working on that now. Agnes gives me a shovel to help build Timmy and Tommy's store. I put the campfire I built yesterday next to my house, planted my first money tree, caught a damselfly. I noticed that I won't be able to get all the iron nuggets I need to build out Timmy and Tommy's store. Then, suddenly I remembered a dream I had last night about KK telling me to play with friends more. So I head over to some quote-unquote friends islands, and I had some friends come over to my island, and all of a sudden I had enough iron nuggets. And also I was able to get some flower seeds that I don't have access to yet. While waiting to join another friend, I shot down this balloon and got a new sweater. Cousteau also got me a tulip hat, new drip. Now that I have all the mats ready for Timmy and Tommy, the shop can now be built, and I picked a spot for it to be built. I added some more furniture to my house, started the flower breeding process, which took a while because I can only water one plant at a time. I got it done eventually though, and head on to the next day. I haven't even opened the game yet, and there's something happening on my island already. I check out my villagers' new houses, we done leveled up from the tents. I then check out Gulliver on the beach and bother him until he wakes up. His phone is broken and needs communicator parts to contact his crew to save him. So I dig up all his communicator parts and he is now saved. Also, Nook's Cranny is built. While checking out Timmy and Tommy's new store, I see Mabel in there saying she'll come every so often to sell clothes to the island. Perfect, because I'm gonna need some new clothes.
What's that?
I also buy this plant looking thing in the microwave. I did my usual daily stuff, but today I managed to find a money rock. Come on. Come on. Let's go! I met Blathers today, and if y'all don't know this goat, he runs the museum with insects, fish, and fossils. He gives me a vaulting pole to explore the island more, and for us to get the full museum, we have to find 15 different species. So I went out and caught a bunch of new fish, insects, and dug up a bunch of fossils. While working on that, I tried making a perfect snowboy, but yeah, it came out like a chud. Tom Nook also gives me another side quest today. I have to find a place to build 3 homes. So I picked a place for each home, and for them to get built, I have to craft interior and exterior items for each plot. So I got to getting mats and building the items. Not only that though, he also wanted me to build a bridge, so I built that out for him. I almost got all the furniture done, but I need some clay to build out the final items, so I take one of my Nook Mile tickets and head to the Mystery Island. This is where I learn I can start looking for villagers. So I'm very excited to start villager hunting, one of my favorite things to do in New Horizons. Anyways, I get the clay I need and some coconuts and build the last few items for the houses to find out Nook already sold the houses. Sigh. No villager hunting for me. Also managed to get 15 species to Blathers, so the museum can start being built. Another successful day. On day 4, I get a katana for saving Gulliver. Thank you, bro. I met our new villager, Bella. Hey, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Bella is tough. Hit the money rock, sold some stuff, bought out Timmy and Tommy, found out Cousteau was trying to riz Bella. Cousteau, who the fuck is that fucking hippie in the back? Hey, Chuddatry, have a minute? Check it out. Around jumping jack. 8,518. I got the sense of total clarity and purpose, and I had an idea. You met Bella, right? The one that just moved here. Well, if we get enough hyper athletes like that to move here, we could start our Cousteau trying to riz up Bella? Today is also Sunday, which means it's turnip day. Daisy May sells these turnips every Sunday, and I can sell them to Nook's Cranny throughout the week. But if I don't sell them by the end of Saturday, let's just say it's every financial bro's nightmare. She was selling them for 100 bells today, which is
not bad but not good.
Yeah.
So I decide to ponder on it and come back later. I meet the hippie Harvey, who's trying to get me to go to his island, and yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, sure bro, I'll visit. Mabel is also on the island today, so I get my drip up. I plant the coconuts I got yesterday, added some more furniture to the house, and decide to rid of all weeds on my island cause it was bugging me. By the end of the day, I managed to save 44,000 bells and decide to put 35,000 on turnips. All I hope for is not to lose money. Wish me luck. Not much happened on day 5. I do my regular bell making routine and check how much the turnips are selling for today. I check out the new museum and I can finally donate in bunches instead of giving things one by one. Yay! I say hi to our new villager Punchy, plant some cherries that my mom gave me, and I got the DIY upgrade for all my tools today, so less breaking of my items. On day 6 though, a lot happened. Another new villager, Ava, pulled up. I ain't greet her though. Turnips are selling for 98 bells, which isn't good, but better than yesterday. Bought this Wallis from the store.
Oi, Bailey Bins! Bailey Bins!
Catch a new bug hidden rocks. Start breaking down a bunch of trees to clear up some areas. It was tough, but I came out alive. Another new character appears. This is Red, and he sells art near the back of the island on his boat. A little suspicious, but we'll visit him in a bit. First, I gotta listen to Bella serenade me. Now Bella compy! Bella is compy, bruh. Didn't listen to my own advice. Roncha, we gotta play. Playing stealthy is healthy. We learned this from Outlast. Rage baited Agnes a bit to get her to leave. Then I finally head over to Red's boat, which, surprise surprise, is a very dark and suspicious place. Yo, this place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Red's art can be counterfeit, so we have to be careful, but I take a gamble on this graceful painting to hopefully donate it to our museum. I wanted to make more money, so I decided to go fishing and managed to find something new. Then I spent a little bit too much time getting my flowers primed for breeding, but hey, we got it done though. I got my diving suit today, so I'm able to go swimming and find even more sea creatures. Getting all these sea creatures don't really give you anything, but I would like to see my museum as full as possible, so I gotta do these. I continue to fish and dive and find a bunch of cool stuff. Oh! What is that? A sturgeon! Whoa! Gotcha, bitch ass. Oh! You see that in the back? 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 This could be huge. Silver! Silver, I saw you. Green giants. Oh my god, I called it. Also, shooting stars were here, so I made a couple wishes. I gave Blathers all the new creatures I found today and sell the extras and found myself with over 100,000 bells, which is enough to pay off my current home loan. Welcome in, we just paid off our loan.
Ho ho ho.
Green Giant!
Let's go! Quickly after, Tom Nook offers to expand my home, but I gotta take on a new loan of 198,000 bells.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Let's keep the capitalism going, bruh. At least I get to pick my roof color though, right? Before getting off for today, I farmed manila clams to get fish bait for another day. Oh, I'm so healed. On day 7, I checked the painting I got from Red and turns out it's real. I did not get scammed. Turnip prices are still bad. Checked out my new and expanded home while adding some new furniture. Star fragments pop up on my shore after wishing very hard last night. Punchy gave me a present for moving in, which got him so happy he started Naruto running. I tried making a perfect snow boy and... Doing these every day gets you a DIY recipe for a frozen set that I just want to have just cause, you know, completionist shit. I needed to build something but was too lazy to build it at the town square, so I politely asked Cousteau to use his DIY bench to make my own. So real, I made him a kettlebell to give, but you need 2 to squat. No! I gave him the DIY bench that I just built, so I had to make another one. I used all the fish bait I made yesterday and caught some new fish, and hey, new flower unlocked, the pink hyacinth. On day 8, the town square is fully upgraded, and it comes along with a whole new person. Tom Nook's assistant Isabel, making this the last morning announcement from Tom Nook. Let's go! The first thing I do is check the turnip prices, and...
Ho ho ho.
Green Giant!
we take these! We gotta take these! We gotta take these! We gotta take these! I decide not to play around with my stonks and sell them, making like 20k in profit. Small gains, but it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish. I get some nice furniture from the store as well, some wallpapers and floorings, and immediately put it to use, and my house is looking not empty. I also put 10,000 down on this money tree. I go to the town hall to max out my pockets. I meet Isabelle, and Tom Nook introduces me to a new project of his. He calls it Project K, where we basically make our island look better to get KK Slider to come to our island. And the first step is building this campsite, so I craft that and picked a spot for it. I changed my island tuned and settled with shout out Paramore. Let me know if you know what that song is. Also picked an island flag.
6, 7.
I then spent the rest of my day watering all my flowers cause Tom Nook said to add more greenery and scenery for Project K. On day 9, Celeste is on the island. She teaches me about the shooting stars I've been wishing on and gives me a recipe for a wand. The turnips are selling for 64 bells today, so I'm glad I sold already and got this fan thing for more ventilation in my house. I watched Cousteau catch bugs. Well, tried to at least. Rage baited Ava some more and they called me. Oh yeah, the campsite was built. On day 10, there's someone visiting the campsite. So let's see who it is. Shep is tough! Look! Hello, Shep. Shep West is so tough, I invited him to live on Chugland and he happily agrees. Mabel also asked me to pick a spot for her new clothing shop on the island. Shit, everybody moving to Chugland. Because I picked a spot for Shep, Nook lets me build more plots to get more villagers to move here. I also find out that I have enough bells to pay off my loan, but tomorrow is Sunday, which means it's turnip day. We can pay it off. We can actually pay it off. But if the turnips are cheap and we can put 200k into turnips, that might be game, bro. Anyways, I sell 2 plots of land and start hunting for villagers. And the first villager we see is Diva. She a diva though. She is a diva. I'm sorry, Diva. The very next one though. Who is here? Who are you? Oh! Who is this? Maple! Oh my god, Maple is tough. Yes, I come from Chugland. I'm glad I found the real diva, so I invite Maple to Chugland. I spent the rest of the day trying to find a Tarantula Island out of these Nook Mile tickets, but only ended up with Fi at the end of the day. Totally didn't spend the rest of it trying to farm for tarantulas, but ended up with a bunch of mole crickets instead. Totally not. But hey, this present I shot down earlier had a hamster in it, so I'm now a pet owner. On day 11 is turnip day again, and they are selling turnips for 96 bells each. With 275k in the bank, I decided to put in 175k in and hold all my stonks on the floor. Shep is moving in today, so I welcome bro in. I tried making a perfect snowboy again today, but that didn't go as planned. I did my dailies and bought this hammock that I put on this little part of the island. I think it's a vibe. This tree gave me a table though, so my hamster is no longer on the floor. The fossils I found today completed a whole set. Isabelle also talks to us about the image of our island. Basically, our island gets ranked out of 5 stars, and 3 stars is the goal to be able to invite KK. That may be the goal for Tom Nook, but you know I'm shooting for those 5 stars. So hopefully, I can get there in 90-ish days. So currently, Chugland is at a... Bah! We're still 1 star? Isabelle advises that we get more villagers to move in to hopefully increase that rating. So I took some trips to the Mystery Islands and I met Bam, and I thought he was cool, so I invited him to my island, even though he is another jock. After inviting him, I bought another piece of land for another villager to invite. Today I was determined to complete more of my fishing Pokedex, so I decided to hone in on some of the pond fish I don't have yet. Right after, I shot a present down and got some drip. Hey! This is tough! I also got my first blue flower to grow, this little windflower, and not too long after, I caught a Raja Brook birdwing, which can also spawn near blue flowers. Shout out that one blue flower. I caught a Raja Brooks birdwing. Nothing else I'd Raja be doing. This game is tough.
You are so corny.
I end off my day as I usually do, tending to my garden, but I caught a present while doing so, and... on day 12, the 10,000 I put into this money tree turned into 30,000. I caught a big fit, blue marlin. Oh! What the fuck is this? What the hell? Turnips are selling for 124, but I hold. I checked out Mabel's new clothing store and tried to talk to Sable. I celebrate the opening of this store with the whole town, and if you notice, there's only one person you can't see. Is this foreshadowing? Got stung by wasps. I also sold some more land today and immediately went looking for a new villager. Oh! I got Poppy. Hi, Poppy. I can't say no to Poppy, so I invited them to my island. Also, didn't leave the island until I was full of it. I came back home and did my daily watering and sold everything I didn't need, and look. I have bells invested in turnips and have more than enough to pay off my loan, so I do it. 348k, damn! I guess, man, frick it, man. Let's keep it going. I guess I'm gonna have a bigger home, but at what cost? 350k, bro. Tom Nook immediately offers to expand my house for a whopping 348,000 bells. By the gods. On day 13, blue pansies are unlocked. New room unlocked as well because of that loan. Now I can declutter this quote-unquote living room and make this room my new storage room. When Gulliver in a pirate cosplay was spotted. Oh my god! Gulliver! Why is Gulliver in a pirate suit though? What the fuck? Pardon me, Gulliver. Instead of digging to save him, we gotta dive to help fix his phone. I also welcome our new villager Bam. I buy a tool cart and this apple box for my future orchard. Today though, the turnip prices went down to 103. Shep also taught me how to make a plate of armor, so I put that next to my house. I also bought a new pair of specs from Mabel's store. I had a couple workout equipment, so I decided to throw them over here for a little makeshift workout exercise area. I then go villager shopping, hunting, and the first few were duds. But this one might be the one. Oh, who is this chud? Oh, look at his angry ass. Who are you, gang? Humphrey? Humphrey was too tough to let go, so I signed him to the Chugland contract. I've been breeding every type of flower except for roses because Nook's Cranny hasn't been selling them. But a W Chatter, shout out Mugs, brings me some rose seeds so I can get that started. They also brought me some fruits that I don't have yet so I can start growing those, mainly for orchard purposes and not really for selling purposes, although I could. I don't want to min-max too much. But after all that, I don't forget to dive for Gulliver's communicator part and make sure he gets home safely. I got a question though. Do you think Gulliver and Gulliver are the same person or are they different people? I personally think there's some Fight Club shit going on here and Gulliver is Gulliver's alter ego. Anyways, before I end my day, I try to make a perfect snow boy again. On day 14, I do my same old routine. Look who's on the island today. This is Leaf, and they're the weed plug. So I buy some potatoes from them. And I muster up the courage to talk island evaluations with Isabel, and... Oh!
Ho ho ho.
Green giant.
We're only 2 stars away from the 5! Isabel reads an evaluation signed by KS, meaning the KK Slider wants to visit our island. Meaning Project K is already about to be completed. Tom Nook phones up KK Slider immediately and he agrees to come tomorrow for a little concert. I didn't think KK would have came this fast. I thought it would take me 30 days plus at least, but hey, I'm not complaining. Also, I put in a bad word about Ava and get some new drip. So on day 15, KK is here. This marks the end of the tutorial for Animal Crossing New Horizons, which unlocks the island designer, which is the terraforming ability. I can literally do anything I want with this piece of land. Tom Nook no longer needs me, except for the loans of course, so all I gotta focus on is try and work towards that 5-star island. I'm just realizing a lot of my goals are low-key intertwined, because I low-key need the 5-star island if I want to get every single type of flower, because the 5-star island unlocks a special type of flower that you can only get if you have a 5-star island. Same thing with me wanting to complete my museum and getting golden tools. They basically go hand in hand, especially the fishing rod and the net, because I need to catch every insect and every fish to get those golden tools. So yeah, a lot of these goals do intertwine. This is winnable. Anyways, I go over to Nook's Cranny to buy some items and the turnip prices are at 133 bells. And I decide it's best to sell and not hold, and I come up about 70,000 bells. So I add everything back to my bank account. I'm at 450k, which is more than enough for my 350k loan. So I pay that off. Tom Nook, of course, offers to expand my house for a loan of 548,000 bells, and I can't believe I'm willingly agreeing with that, but hey, I get a new room at least. I then found a lost item and find out it's Ava's, so I never gave it back to them. Is what I would say if I was evil, but I'm not. I talked to Sable more today and she's surprisingly slowly speaking more words to me. I've been speaking to her every day and I want to be friends with you, Sable. You remind me a lot of myself, man. I'm mad shy.
I'm super shy, but wait a minute while
Anyways, I welcome Hamfrey into Chugland and make sure he knows he's wanted here. Red is here today as well, and I really want that Mona Lisa, but it's fake. But he does have this great statue, and I just bought it because it says Kamehameha on it. Shout out Gohan Pre-Saiyaman. I then try out island designing and start changing certain parts of my island. Like there's too much bodies of water, so I close that up, make up some paths. Also, I'm wearing this because Punchy had an extra. Thank you, Punchy. On day 16, Isabelle announces that ordinances can now be enacted by me, and the boat tours are unlocked. Kix is on the island today as well, so I get some cool back bling and socks, get the Snowboy perfect. Blathers wants to add a cafe to the museum and wants his old friend Brewster to run it, but he hasn't been able to get a hold of him and suggests that I go find him, and he is found at a place with gyroids. I don't know why he thinks I'm qualified because I haven't even seen a gyroid in all 16 days, but apparently they show up at these islands that the boat tours take you on. So I go on that tour. Shout out Cap'n, from taxi driver to boat driver. Anyways, shout out to him for the tunes and bringing us to the island where I find Brewster. Kind of weird seeing his whole body. I'm used to seeing him behind the counter. Also, caught a couple new fish this day. I went to Isabelle to learn more about this ordinance thing she was talking about because I don't remember ever touching this when I first played New Horizons. But the beautiful island ordinance sounds nice because I don't have to water my flowers anymore. It would literally take me an extra 20-30 minutes to water everything. So I'm liking this feature. I ended off the day doing some light terraforming. The next day I bought some more items, finally made some outfits with this wand I made a couple days ago. Wait, what's moving my snowball? Cheeky little bugger. All I did though besides that was try out this new hotel feature. You get to decorate certain tourists' room, and honestly I didn't really enjoy it too much. This is the only time you see me in the hotel this whole challenge, so I'm not big on decorating, so it makes sense. But if you don't have the DLC by now like me, I think it's a cool feature. On day 18, Poppy is sick, so I gotta remember to make some medicine for them. I got you, Poppy. I'll save you, bruh. I went to buy some clothes and Sable actually recognizes and talks to me, so I'm making progress here. Another Snowboy perfected, and unfortunately Shep West wants to leave the island already. And you know what they say, only know you love her when you let her go. So I'll let bro go so he can spread his wings. The cafe is done being built at the museum, so I get a cup from Brewster. This is taking me back to my Wild World days. Oh, so sugoi. Oh yeah, I did get that new room, and as you can see, I have another storage room. I spent most of this day doing a lot of terraforming, shaping the land, and put nearly 200,000 into turnips at 100 bells each this week. Fingers crossed. The turnips are at 130 on day 19, but I hold because I'm greedy. I say bye to Shep West, and he tells me that he will cherish all the memories he made here. Goodbye, Shep West. Go chase your dreams, King. You always have a spot here in Chugland. Also checking on Poppy. Oh shit, you're still sick. I'm sorry. Let me go get your medicine. Anyways, I say what's up to my bestie Sable. Then I save my friend Poppy. I totally didn't forget about you yesterday. I then went to the Cap'n Islands and stole a bunch of greenery and put it on my island. Red is also at the back, so I take my shot at this Roblox statue. It was real, by the way. I did some diving for sea creatures and found a scallop. Who's this guy? This is Pascal, and just wants my scallop, so I give it to him. And he gives me a DIY recipe and a pearl for being generous. If I keep doing this, I can get all the mermaid furniture. So we will be seeing Pascal a lot more often. Feel this? Lots of folks wish for world peace. Not me, I wish for world pizza. Hard to fight when you're eating pizza. Wrap your noodle around that. Wrap my what around that? Not just because he's cool and he drops some words of wisdom, but I do want to do something with those mermaid furniture. Then I ended this lovely day with a cup of joe. More of the same on day 20, except the turnips are selling for... So I sell my turnips for a profit of 150,000 bells. I can either put this into my loans, but I choose to hold on to all my bells so I can put as much as I can into turnips to get to generational wealth. Shep is out of here today, so I start villager hunting. I see Mallory first, and I'm pretty sure she was on one of my first Wild World saves ever, but she don't pass the vibe check. So we go next. Oh, what are you doing here? Yo, crazy to see you here again, man. Yeah. Quick side note though, the island I was on with Diva, the rocks were just spawning in bells. I'm rich. Somewhat. Anyways, on the third island though, who are you? You look so tough. Yeah, Ione got offered the Chugland contract and they are moving in tomorrow. I went back home and saved Gulliver, moved Cousteau's house, and did some terraforming. On day 21, CJ is here, who is a fishing live streamer. A Prime sub is free on Twitch, by the way. Go follow me on Twitch. Anyways, I can sell fish for him for a higher amount than Nook's Cranny, but I just gotta catch 5 fit in a row for his little live stream to unlock that. So I just start catching a bunch of fish to take advantage of CJ being here. I go check in with Sable real quick, and Mabel added them saying Sable been missing me. Chill, Sable. I do be having that effect though, my bad. That's my friend though, Mission B BFFs with Sable complete. I also go diving and learn more wisdom from Pascal. You miss the good old days too much or you might miss out on the good new days. True. Move Punchy's house. Clean up my garden to make room for more breeding I need to do, and work a little bit on the entrance of my island. Turnips are selling for 107 bells today. Even though this is expensive, I decided to take a risk and put 500,000 into them. At this point, I just use my house to hoard my turnips, and Punchy calls me Cookie. On day 23, the turnips are selling for 145 bells, but I still hold. The campsite got Walmart Super Monkey Ball over here. I buy some new kicks from Kicks, see Pascal again, and caught some new creatures. Fish! On day 24, I got all the hyacinth colored flowers by getting this special purple one. Ione moved in a couple days ago, but this was the first time I was in her crib, but I love the galaxy vibes in here. I'm gonna need that gaming setup too though. I only got 2 monitors, she got 4 though. Anyways, the turnips are at 171 bells today. I don't have a financial advisor, so I decided to play it safe here and take the 171 bells. And after selling, this is how my bank account is looking. Almost a millionaire. I decided to pay off my loans with this wealth and immediately get myself into more debt with this next loan. I ended the day by working on designing my island more, starting up my orchard area, and cleaning up the entrance. On day 25, Pink Mum spawned in, my gyroid collection is growing, took a risk on this painting from Red, new outfit unlocked, saw the clown nose from a YouTuber I was watching, so I did my own rendition. I'm sorry, Bit Otter. Did more diving, so you know who I saw, and found a snow crab as well. This would high-key go hard at a seafood boil. My house did get an extra room today, but I've been treating my house like a storage room, so I don't even check that out. But hey, it's there. While cutting down some trees, I tried escaping some wasps.
Run.
But yeah. Then I worked on my orchard some more, planting all the fruits and putting up some fences. On day 26, doing more of my usual, but it's Sunday again, and the turnips are going for 105 bells each, which is but I decided to put in 500k into it anyway, and I can use my new turnip room. Cousteau pulls up as I'm dealing with my turnip business, so I'm nervous. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't enter my turnip room and starts being curious and all of that, and try to just keep him in my living room. Luckily for me, he leaves short after. Phew. Turns out the painting I got from Red yesterday though was fake. I then bought a bunch of plungers for my future bathroom. Purple roses have also been unlocked. I got another perfect snowboy. I also got to the point where most of the fossils I'm assessing have already been donated to the museum, which is cool because fossils do sell for a nice amount of bells, and this means we're getting close to completing the museum. My orchard is fully functioning now as well, so I can get 30,000 bells selling all my fruit once they grow back if I want to do all that work. So I'm looking really good on bells right now. All I need is to reach the level of generational wealth. I moved the museum today. Bella also asked me to catch them a paper kite butterfly. I'll try to keep that in mind, which I actually do keep that in mind. I worked on my orchard a bit more, adding some furniture and new plants. I finally reorganized my living room and make it somewhat cohesive. I made myself a little cozy bedroom here. Look at this humidifier. We breathing good in here. I also saved a turnip from a couple weeks ago to have it spoiled to catch a specific bug you'll see in the future. It's day 27 and today is Festival, which I guess is the Animal Crossing version of Carnival. Everyone is in their Festival attire and I'm feeling left out, so I head over to the Able Sisters and get me some attire. Some ants infested my spoiled turnips, so I caught some of those, and the turnip prices are ass. Anyways, during Festival, a whole bunch of feathers are just flying around and you can catch them with your net. And if you catch a rainbow feather and give it to Pave here, who is the mascot for Festival, who by the way, loves shaking it. Anyways, each rainbow feather you give Pave, you get a DIY recipe for the Festival furniture. So I spent the rest of my day celebrating Festival with the whole island, catching feathers, building Festival furniture. I feel like I won't be using any of these, but it's nice completing this colorful set. Before I called it a day though, I did a little bit more terraforming for the area I want my house at and move it over there. My house is kind of floating, but I'll eventually have enough money to put a little incline here, but for right now, this is fine. On day 28, there's no face cam, but I'm feeling like Kuroko today, so you guys get Kuroko. Anyways, my friend Sketch stopped by today and gave me some furniture scraps, specifically this cool patchwork bed which immediately got put into my bedroom. Also look at this cool sketch they left. I check out the new and improved Nook's Cranny store. I believe this is the max upgrade for the store. Very nice. I bought some items and some wallpapers today, growing my catalog. I haven't shown y'all how my flower breeding has been going, but mainly I'm still trying to get more blue pansies to hopefully get some purple ones. Still working on the green and purple mums. Slowly getting ready for the blue roses, and oh yeah, the black cosmos won't appear, so hopefully we make more progress on that sooner than later. Other than that, I worked on my orchid a bit more, adding some more pathing and fencing. Speaking of the mums, on day 29, the purple mums finally spawn in, and I was just complaining about the black cosmos not showing up, and boom, here's one. Turnips are also selling for 130, which is still profit, but I'm holding. I'm being greedy. But if you didn't know, the turnip prices change once a day. The turnip prices during the AM and PM are different, so after doing a bit of my dailies, the PM hit and I went to check how much the turnips were going for, and they were going for 172 bells. I want to be greedy so bad, but I have to play it safe again and sell all my turnips. Selling all my turnips leaves me with 800,000 bells, giving me enough to pay off my loan. And after some contemplating, instead of saving for turnips again, I pay off the loan, cause I'll just make as much bells as I can this week for the next Sunday. With this loan all paid off, I get my next house upgrade with a new loan of 1.3 million bells. Yes, you heard that right, million. I'm happy I paid off my loan, but also sad when I think about my bank account. Is this how real life is? Anywho, today I decided to do more island designing, putting paths down near some of the villagers' houses, pathing from the town square to Nook's Cranny. I had some vending machines I got from my Nook Mile points next to Nook's Cranny, just in case people be hungry, and a little street lamp for aesthetic. Sadly, Poppy asked me if they should move out today, and I won't stop her, so she moving. Peace, Poppy. Okay, have a good one, Poppy. My fault, Poppy, bro. I didn't want you to move for real, but I want to go villager hunting. On day 30, my roses are slowly progressing. I got the black rose today. I started collecting certain fossils that I feel like would fit my museum area, so I'm trying to find that T-Rex set for myself. Got myself a couch, built a fountain in front of my town hall, and vibed out with KK and Agnes. On day 31, I realized I've been making perfect snow boys for a while now, so I decided to check on the recipes I have and build some, and I got myself this cold satchel and hat. I did some villager hunting this day as well. No. I then saw Shep on one of the islands, and he was acting like he never lived on Chugland before. Crazy how the fame can change you. You lived here before, bruh. Nah, you fake, Shep. You fake, bruh. How you forget you live here, bruh? Nah, I'm out of here. I stumbled upon Poncho next, who's cool, but we got food at home, so we go next. Elvis, no. Whoa, who is this? Who are you? Bro got a whole suit. What the fuck? What the Big Top? Yo, who the fuck is Big Top, bro? Who is this? Bro's name is Big Top. I gotta have him on my island. I'm from New York. Big Top, big drop. My New Yorkians know. Also, while looking for Big Top, I caught some new sea creatures and some mats. I connected my town hall path to the campsite and put this cool little campsite sign down. Started decorating more of the campsite and a little bit of the town hall, adding some benches and this phone booth. It's also Sunday, but Daisy May selling the turnips for 109 bells each, which is steep, but I still decided to put 90k into it. On day 32, I welcomed Big Top to Chugland. On day 33, turnip prices are no bueno. Also added this garland to round out my campsite area. Finally! Oh my god, my flowers are finally cooking, bro. Green mums have finally spawned in, completing the mum set. So far, I have all the mums, cosmos, the lilies, and the hyacinths. I just need the purple tulips, pansies, and windflowers, and the coveted blue and gold roses. And that special flower you get for getting a 5-star rating. I think getting one of each flower is very, very possible. We have a lot of days left. On day 34, all the snow has melted away and I can smell spring coming around soon. Turnips are down though, but at least Nook's Cranny got some cool items I can buy. Cool enough, I guess. It's also Hanfrey's birthday today, so I gotta go celebrate with my guy. I got him this wig. I feel like he is an old soul and this fits his vibe. We partied a bit too hard because I forgot what else happened that day.
Watch this.
Watch what? Are you gaming?
But on day 35, Timmy and Tommy are buying turnips for 138 bells. Now, do I be greedy or do I be humble? While pondering on that, I caught Gary. Got some coffee with my friend Bia. Thank you for this alien drawing. Got the T-Rex skull. Also sold off my gyroid collection because I was mad that they weren't the original gyroid size. I high-key regretted this in the future, but it's not hard to get a bunch of them, so it's okay. Label was here today and she asked if we can dress comfy, so I pull up as cozy as I can be, and she gives me her label cap and some Taylor tickets. I thought it was going to be some Louis Vuitton hat, but the hat kind of mid. At least it's free though. I finally start building a staircase where my home is, so I don't need to climb these vines anymore. I wonder when I can pay this off. Hopefully sooner than later. By the way, I wish the gyroids were this size. After I had the whole day to think about my turnips, I decided to not be greedy and take my small gain instead of losing bells. Now I have at least 250,000 bells to put into the next turnips. On day 36, I check out my staircase and someone put 564 bells into this 168k staircase for my house. You are not getting dono walled. Shout out to whoever donated that. Nook's Cranny are selling 2 things that I thought would be perfect for my orchid, so I get those. I spent most of my time looking for some new fit I don't have yet, mainly the zebrafish, but I end up finding something even rarer. Oh my god, it is! It's not! Yes! I got it! Blast from the past! I caught a coelacanth, whatever, bro. Think positive. Be a koala can. I don't end up finding the zebrafish, so I let KK Slider serenade me. Only me. On day 37, Bella takes me to their crib and I was like, whoa, we moving a little bit too fast. But it turns out it was just a surprise for my birthday. So I blow my cake and I wish for some good turnip luck. I hit this pinata who got blissy type of HP because I swear I was hitting this shit for 5 minutes. Once it broke though, a bunch of cupcakes came out and I gave all my extra cupcakes to the rest of the villagers. Caught some new insects. Maple invaded my home when I was in my cozy home attire. I swear I'm just chilling, Maple. Nothing weird happening here. I make some more cool outfits to switch around. Today I'm feeling very Wario. Nook's Cranny is selling this arcade game thing and I wanted to build a little arcade one day, but it's 64,000 bells. I sell whatever's in my pockets and have just enough to get it. Let's go. It's also turnip day again and they are selling for 107 bells. A bit steep, but I still put 300,000 into it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, is what I like to say. But by the way, do you like my opium outfit? Am I opium? I end off my day with a special KK Slider birthday concert. Seeing all these kind words from all the villagers on the island makes me so happy. It honestly makes me miss the old Animal Crossing dialogue days. I really am unk now. Nothing much happened on day 38. Since my T-Rex is fully complete, I prepped the museum for its real move by moving it onto the beach first. The turnip prices were not bad today also. I'm just feeling a bit gluttonous this week. Day 39, I saved Gulliver yet again. This is where I realized that getting the golden shovel is not likely because I gotta save this guy 30 times in 100 days. But it's day 39 and this is only my 4th time saving him. So yeah, the math is not gonna math. During the daily announcement from Isabel, she says there are shooting stars tonight, so I make sure to come back at night and talk to Celeste for a little recipe, and I also wish upon the stars. Also, I like to check on my villagers to get some cool DIYs, but they just be cooking food most of the time. I don't even have the DLC, so I can't even really cook without no sugar or flour. I then begin my new museum development era. On day 40, I open Gulliver's present for me. This pagoda is nice. I think this fits hand-free, so we gonna save that for his little area. Turnips are selling for 143 today, and I take that. It dipped from earlier in the week, and I don't want to see it dip again, and I got a good amount of bells again. 40 days in, and I'm ready to start trying to breed for blue roses. It was a long process to get here. I had to take purple roses and red roses to breed pink roses, and with those pink roses, I can breed them with a yellow rose to get red roses from them, and with those specific red roses, if you breed them together, you have a chance of getting a blue rose. Yes, a chance. So yeah, today I finally got my second one. Hopefully I can get one before the 100 days come up. Surely I can, right? I wanted to change my outfit, so I looked at my wardrobe and saw this muscle outfit and Viking hat, and I came up with this. I called this NBA 2K My Park and bought some shrubs from the weed plug. From here on out, I'm just doing my normal dailies and honestly just waiting for furniture so I can start decorating, because all the furniture in my storage that I have are kinda booty. Anyways, on day 41, I go to a KK concert. And I manifest having Ion's gaming setup. On day 42, it's turn up day yet again, and Daisy May is selling them for 96 bells each, and I put another 500,000 bells into them. Also, I go up to my upstairs room for the first time just to put turnips there. I do some diving and find some creatures I've never seen before. Come on, good catch. Holy chud! Snow crab? Spider crab. Oh my god. Spider crab looks so yummy. Some Pascal wisdom, of course. Holes are like mountains made of nothing, man. What the f— Nah, Pascal, you're so wise. Then I look at my aquarium and it honestly motivates me more to fully complete it. On day 43, turnip prices are doo-doo again. CJ is also here, so I spend a lot of my time fishing, even catching some new ones. On day 44, I got the purple tulip, which is the last tulip I needed to complete that set. This one I've been trying for since the single digit days. Glad to be done with these ugly orange tulips. What happened? You don't know what? Cousteau, you wanna leave? Cousteau lays down some bad news and wants to move, and as much as I don't want Cousteau to leave, he has that bum ass starter house, and I also have 3 jocks on the island, so this works out, unfortunately. But hopefully one day he will come back with his cool house. Day 45, the turnip prices are, yeah, just look. 68! I'm fucking broke, bro. I put 500k into this. Please, Speed, I need this. I need this, Speed. I need this. Label again is on the island and she looking for a goth outfit. I was live playing the game. Goth fit? Is she not looking at me right now? I work with the vampire suit she gives me and come up with this. This is low-key giving more Rihanna, S&M than goth, but hey, Label thinks it's valid, so. Day 46, I bought out the whole store. What do you mean sold? Why is Tybalt coming? Who the fuck is Tybalt? Yo, I thought I could villager hunt. On day 47, Tybalt is moving in? I went into Nook's Cranny for daily shopping and these 2 items were for sale. I have no reason why I should have a chair like that, so I'll just take the gumball machine. Red is also here, still selling that fake Mona Lisa, but I take a risk with this perfect painting. And it's real, by the way. Also picked up this vanity for my baking needs. Turnip prices were also at a very low 38, but because it is the last day to sell, I had to deal with the consequences of my actions. I took a 100,000 bell loss and it made me sad, so I got off. On day 48, I found out where Tybalt spawned in from, and he from Saku, an island of a friend that joined earlier on. Thank you, Chewy. Thank you for giving me another jock. It is turnip day again and they are selling for 95 bells each, so I put 500,000 again into them. I am determined to not lose bells ever again in this turnip game. On day 49, Flick was on the island. He's just the bug version of CJ, except he mad existential and emo. So I caught as much bugs as I can tolerate to make some extra bells. And caught some new sea creatures. This umbrella octopus is pretty cool. It is now day 50, halfway through these 100 days, and we are honestly looking very good in my opinion. What do you guys think? Almost done with the house. Flowers have overgrown. Still furniture hunting. Fossils in the museum almost done, and I think we are doing okay on catching all fish and insects, I think. But to commemorate this special day, I gotta dress the part. The Able sisters had this cool punk wig and is giving misery business, so you know I had to add that to the repertoire. More Pascal wisdom. You ever wonder when an island stops being an island and turns into just the land? Pascal definitely burns, bro. I did some pathing today, nothing crazy, just extending the store path and opened a path to Red. I bought Starry Night from Red and this ivy for the health of my villagers, and the bike here look cool. Finally, took care of some of my overgrown flowers using Rossetti. Why does bro cost 60,000 bells? I hate capitalism. Also, here's every flower I have. I have separated it, still missing a few. I finished terraforming my museum area, adding a little waterfall and some flowers. This area is gonna look clean when I'm done, trust. On day 51, I check my turnips and... Ho!
Ho ho ho.
Oh my god, 205! We making double! My first milli! I could probably make enough bells to pay off my loan, but I decide to hold this 1 million and wait to put it all into stonks for multiple millis. Anyways, Nook's Cranny was selling some good items for a little something I wanted to build that you shall see soon, I hope. Today I focused on my orchard, adding some stalls, changing up the pathing, and I added every single type of flower here because I'm thinking I want a meadow of every single flower in the game. So I'm gonna let this overgrow on purpose here, and I'll add in the flowers I'm missing later. It's slowly coming together. On day 52, I pulled a streamer wheel out of a tree. I found out that I'm only missing one fossil to complete my museum, and it's the torso for this Brachiosaurus. So I think I should be fine to finish this before 100 days. If I don't, the world just hates me. I'm moving Big Top's house over here near the store and plan to make a sporty, exercisey area so I get to work. It took me a bit too long to understand how the custom designs work in this game, but I figured it out. I made a little half-court basketball court with the Knicks logo because that's my basketball team. I don't even have a basketball, so the football is fine here. Anyways, on the other side of this house though is more of a real workout area. I put whatever I have down, but I ordered some items I need to finish it out tomorrow. Day 53 is yet another turnip day, and they are going for 93. Oh my god, we're about to have a field day. Before buying that dough, I finished out Big Top's area, and I think it came out pretty good. Little boxing area, cardio area, public locker room. What else would you need? I added some more shopping carts outside of Nook's Cranny and these shopping bags for a little grocery vibe. I changed some pathing and added pathing from the store to the camp as well. Then it was time to make the biggest deal with the turnips I've ever done so far. I put 1 million bells into turnips for 93 each. I didn't want to run home, so the beach will keep my turnips safe. On day 54, turnip price is looking good, but I hold for greed. Gulliver washed up again, so I saved his ass. I got this ender chest, aka a storage shed. I just put it down and I have access to my entire storage. So this is pretty cool. Shout out to Bia for blessing me with such a device. Thank you. I go diving, and you know what that means. Whether you walk or run, you're gonna get there when you get there. That's why I backstroke, man. What? On day 55, the turnips dipped massively, and Timmy and Tommy are being greedy over this chessboard. 95k for this? What they taxing, bro? I finally get to decorating my upstairs room at home and just left it like this. Hopefully it becomes a cool game room in the future. I had to get my daily Pascal affirmations. Why is it an insult to call someone childish? Being grown-up-ish is way worse. Ask any grown-up. Haha! That's true though, bro! That's true though, bro! I've been scared to check my island rating and I'm still at a 3. The reviews say we need more scenery and decorating, so say less. I shall work on that. On day 56, the turnips are selling for 118, and as much as I want to keep gambling, I was scared, so I sold my turnips. I still made 300k, but I was disappointed that I sold out early. Scary money don't make money, bruh. I use this money to finally pay off the incline being built near my house. After all this time, the island has paid 12,500 bells, which I will take. Thank y'all for the donations. CJ's back, so it's a fishing day. I was targeting some river cliff fish I don't have yet, and I actually found some. Let's go! Is that it? Oh my gosh! A stringfish! Oh my god, no way, I finally got it, bruh. I didn't only find one, but found another. All this fit got me a decent amount of bells. Hell yeah. On day 57, Punchy was spotted with the umbrella drip. The store is selling balls today. Soccer balls. Close enough. I just came from Bam's house and... Oh! Okay. Patience. 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 Oh my god, I did it! I did it! Oh my god! I then attended another KK concert, set up the first incline for my museum area, went on my nightly swim, and made some stools for the fossils in front of the museum. On day 58, Isabel says she found a decorated egg. Who hid that here? I'm hitting rocks and there's eggs coming out, there's eggs on the trees. What's happening today? Who is this FNAF looking? This is Zipper. He is what Santa is to Christmas, except for Bunny Day. There's a whole Bunny Day furniture set, so, you know, even though I don't think I'll ever use them, I just want to collect them all. So for the next few days, along with my daily tasks, I collect as much egg as I can. This week is very important for me, especially if I want that golden slingshot, because more balloons and presents show up, so this is the best time for me to shoot 300 of them down. On a different note though, turnips are at 105 today. A bit high, but that don't ever scare me. So I put another mill into it, and no, I don't have a gambling problem. And I caught a tadpole. On day 59, Ava brings me very sad news that they want to leave. No, let's go! Let's go! Damn, I'm sorry that you're leaving, Ava, man. Bro, you will definitely be missed. Let's go! Also, I go to Ion's house and pretend it's my house for a bit. Red's still selling the same Mona Lisa, but this seems real, so I bought it. It is real. And I paid off the staircase near my museum. On day 60, I put on my 2017 BTS outfit. Gulliver needs saving, but low-key forgot to save his ass. Because look how much the turnips are! Bang! Oh my god! Oh my god! I turned my measly 1 milli into 5! This is the generational wealth I was talking about. I know I sounded crazy, but look, it's real. Guys, go buy your stonks. With that, I pay off my 1.25 milli loan. That felt so light, lighter than ever. I get my last and final home loan for a basement, and the loan is 2.5 million, which is half of my generational wealth. It's day 61 and it's now April, which means cherry blossom season is here. The trees are pink, it's warmer, it's a vibe. Since it's a new month, I caught some new insects. Finally got a purple windflower, completing my windflower set. Let's go! Only a couple of flowers left to go. To replace Ava, I went over to Island Bia Planet to take home Bunny. Bunny is leaving that island to upgrade and move over to Chugland. Sources say Bunny wasn't vibing with the atmosphere out there in Bia Planet. They did not like how the villagers would say differ. CJ's on the island and it's a new month, so I caught many fish. Some new, some old, and some golden. What is it? Oh, golden trout! OMG! I caught golden trout, but the real treasure, friendship. Yay! Also, of course, did a night diving segment and found new creatures. And to end off the night perfectly, I paid off my last and final loan of 2.5 million bells. Hey, I can't lie. That was pretty fast. I thought I would be cutting it close, but I still have about 40 days left to go. Anyways, I also started building off the last incline for the museum and paid that off. On day 62, I was doing some shopping and I thought this glass showcase might be good for the Able Sisters store. So I bought it. Welcome Bunny to Chugland. Shout out Bia for upgrading my ball situation. I went diving as well. On day 63, I caught Dory and some other new fish, extended my orchard again to grow some potatoes and changed up the registry area. Started building this Zen bridge over here to one day end my javelin days. On day 64, I got a head start on building the Bunny Day items. And there's someone at the camp. It's Bunny Day! I woke up all jolly, put on my Bunny Day outfit. Hanfrey got their Bunny Day outfit on. I put 2 million to turnips at 92 bells each. I finished building all the Bunny Day furniture. I thought I finished building all the Bunny Day furniture, but Zipper catches me with one more thing that I gotta craft, a Zipper doll. So I make that and he gives me another DIY recipe, the final DIY recipe. Alright, it's kind of tough. Remember how I wanted all the golden tools? Well, Bunny Day is the best time to farm for the golden slingshot. I just have to shoot and pick up the present 300 times. But I was around 170 when I started this today, and I put on some YouTube, and 3 hours later, well, I'm tired, bro. I'm going to bed. I grinded enough of this. 259 is close enough to 300. I have a couple days left. I should be fine. I told you so. And on day 67, I got a purple pansy, the final pansy for my collection. That took longer than I thought, because the way you get a purple pansy is low-key a lot of work, I can't lie. But basically, you see all the reds here that this blue and red thing make over, but the red flowers that come from these red and blue breeding things that I got going on over here are the only flowers that you can breed together to get purple pansies. I know, it's like from here to here to there to there. I know it's a lot. It's low-key similar to the blue rose, but we'll get to that later. I ordered Rossetti today. I'm not digging up these flowers manually. You can take the 60K. I put them to work though. On day 68, I worked on my museum some more, extended the pathing, added a popcorn machine here, some greenery, and these cotton candy public chairs, a fortune cookie stand, and planted some bamboo trees. I think this area is gonna look very nice when I'm done with it. On day 69, my good friend Sloosh answered my prayers and got me my very own gaming setup. I don't set it up though yet because I'ma still use Ion setup. Save Gulliver again. You are about to see why people call day 69 the incident. It was a lovely day 69 to start. Treasure Tree was just seen working on Ion's front yard, and if you look at this footage over here in the background, Tibble approaches Ion. All seems good as they're talking, Then I come back and now they're both pissed. I believe in peace and harmony, so I pulled up and Tybalt mad at Ione saying what's so fun about working out, and then he solved his own anger somehow. Okay. Anyways, that was very odd, I can't lie. I was working on Ione's house being that she's a gamer, I assume. So I thought I'm gonna make this the gaming area and make it a chill place. So I laid down all my arcade furniture. I even got a crane machine. Then I also worked on this whole neighborhood area connecting every house. Then in between Hamfrey and Ione's house, I work on this area mostly. And this area up here, I think it looks cool, and I just finished up the rest of the path. And on day 70, I got this from Gulliver. I'm about to just leave him slumped on the beach. I bought this whiteboard for something special. Also, it's Friday. I haven't talked about turnips in a while, so let's check on them. 181! My financial advisor is saying it's 100% gonna have a spike when it hits the afternoon. So I'ma hold, bro. I'ma hold. Of course, I listened to my financial advisor. So I walk outside, pick up a golden nugget. Ooh, I'm feeling so lucky right now. Finally change up my hotel outfits. Miso opium. Oh look, it's time to check the PM turnip prices. Bang! 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 And you know I just get to selling. So yeah, generational wealth, check. But unfortunately, I'm officially retiring from the turnip game for the rest of these 100 days. Right now, I'm locked in on getting the rest of the golden tools and completing the museum. And how can I forget getting all my mermaid furniture, which I actually finished today. You don't know what you don't know until you do, you know? Facts, Pascal. Don't worry, I'ma use these. I didn't get them for no reason. When I finish my swim, Maple stops me and asks for a nickname to call me. And I come up with the best idea ever, finishing up the pathetic fallacy of my name, Chuddatry. On day 71, it's fishing tourney day. I have a plan to build a little fishing area in the future, and this fishing tourney got some items that I would like to have. So I put on my fishing outfit and get to work. I have 3 minutes to catch at least 3 fish, and once I finish the challenge, I get points. And if I get 10 points, it gets me a random fishing tourney item. It was very annoying going back and forth to start the challenge and then go catch a fish and then start the challenge. There was just so much dialogue in between, so I low-key needed a break. So I went over and visited Slush's Island, who had Red there, and took a gamble on this painting. I get back to the grind and took a break at Nook's Cranny and ended up buying this stand and this water dispenser. Then I keep going, then finally I got both the items I needed, no more back and forth, and oh wait, it's Punchy's birthday. Luckily, I had a present on standby. Here you go, Punchy. The sweatshirt that I totally planned to give you. I totally did not forget that it's your birthday. Anyways, I also finally visit Harv's Island. When did he ask me to visit his island? Anyways, I thought he was a chud and there was nothing here, but I feel like this place will actually be very useful for me. I'm actually really dumb for not coming here earlier. On day 72, I spawned in a fortune teller, Katrina. She just told me how close Ione and I are and then tried to ask for money after, and I pulled out. Then I went over and put in some money for the legitimate art seller. I wonder who that could be. Let Harriet give me a cut. Never again. Then I went back and I wanted to build a little band area near the campsite, so I gave it a try. But something's off. I'm gonna fix that another day though. But I did add some greenery on the right side of the campsite, giving it more oomph. Added a bit more games at Ione's house. I visited Red and bought this real painting. Yes, it's real. And this transit seat. Shout out Black Ops 2. I caught a tarantula on day 73, wished upon the stars, bought the statue from Red, and yes, I know it's fake, and put in a donation for talented husband and wife furniture refurbishing team. Started building my fishing area, so let me introduce you to it. I got the spider crabs at the entrance, a stand with the shrimp, and my cherry salmon model from that day I caught mad salmons. Some more crabs to the left, the cooler from the fishing tourney as well as the fishing rod rack, and whatever this is called. Right next to it, I built this little gas station, rest stop section, little cozy area. On day 74, I buy this map and can. Isabel informs me of a campsite user, so I check out the situation, and it's a negative, guys. Let's go home. I started building the mermaid furniture, so I started pathing the beach next to my little fishing area, which took a calm minute, but I settled on the bluish pattern and felt like it matches the vibes of the mermaid furniture. Shout out to Red and Celeste for the fake statue and the Pisces lamp. Welcome Cyrus and Reese to Harv's cozy village. Then I put some money into the botany expert. I wonder who that could be. Bought another whiteboard on day 75, and I finally got the last fossil. That is the final fossil. Oh my god. Oh my god. 75 days. That's how long it takes, y'all. I'm so happy I actually did this though, because I never completed anything from the past Animal Crossing games that I played. This just heals something in me, I don't know. I celebrate by giving some of my villagers my leftover fossils, cause who wouldn't love that? And also ask KK to play Long Time by Playboy Cardi for me. Close enough. After that great personal concert, I fixed up the Nook Cranny store, adding the stand and some shopping baskets for lore accurate LARPing. Added some more furniture to my mermaid area. Then I muster up enough courage again to check my island rating. I have a 4-star already? Hold on man. Oh. This is better than I thought. Chat saying I need to build more fences to get that 5-star. Bet. I welcomed the plug to Harv's Island and put my money into the old tortoise. Got my real art from Red and added this level near the gas station. It's day 76 and it's now May. I get a call from Tom Nook about the special Mayday tour. Instead of doing that though, I take a look at my basement I got a while back and get to cooking. Literally. I already knew what I wanted my basement to be from day one. It's not finished yet, but we are headed in the right direction. I then went outside and caught a violin beetle and a catfish. Said what's up to Celeste, caught a lot of good and real stuff from Red. Then I went on the Mayday tour Tom Nook was talking about, did a little maze, and what is Rover doing here? We had a calm little nostalgic chat, and I left for Harv's Island paying for the person dealing with rugs, and trusted Harriet for a haircut again. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I then worked on the left room of my house and made a little bathroom. Then I used a display stand I got earlier on the fossil over here, and I'm gonna get a second one, don't worry. Then I added a little shell fountain to my mermaid area, worked more on my out of this world section, added a little crescent moon chair, and coincidentally, some shooting stars popped out, and called up Rossetti to clean a bunch more flowers for me. On day 77, the basement is coming along. I added the rest of the mermaid furniture over here, got some more real red art, and welcomed Sahara to Harv's Island. I also bought out the last store at Harv's Island. I'm pretty sure it's Kicks. I gave Harriet another try and she honestly gave me a tough cut this time. Now that Harriet finally gave me a good cut, I came back home inspired and changed up the entrance to my mermaid area. I just need one more castle tower here, but I think this is the one. Shot down my 300th balloon, meaning I can spawn in the golden slingshot DIY. I just gotta wait patiently for it to pop up. Let's go. Like chat said, I needed to add some fences for the 5-star island, and I had a decent idea of what I wanted to do with Maple's house. So I put some log fencing around her house, laid down my furniture, and decided to finish it up tomorrow because I was EP. I wake up on day 78 with a beautiful message from my partner, and they gave me this cool strawberry hat, little strawberry shortcake vibe. I then changed up my outfit looking dapper, bought this sword for Aura. It's also International Museum Day and they got a stamp rally at the museum. You get stamps for exploring the museum and it was nice experiencing everything I caught and how close to done my museum is. I finished the fossils but still need a good amount of insects and fish to complete those. I finished up my museum tour and got each plaque for each area of the museum for getting all the stamps. I then get a cup of coffee and had Brewster tell me to order to go next time. He hate me. Save Gulliver yet again. He better give me something good tomorrow. I shoot down some balloons, but they are not the golden slingshot. I put the final castle tower here to finish that area. Caught a pond skater. I built a frozen counter over here and changed it to pink to have a little bar area here on the beach. And built some stones to build a graveyard for the villagers that leave me. I put a windmill here though, it looks cool. Then I do some shopping over at Harv's Island after getting every store unlocked. On day 79, there's a camp visitor today. Let's see who it is. What the hell? What is Anka doing at my campsite? I want her to stay on my island, but she leaves that up to a gamble. She picks a card. She says Chuddatry, red or black. I say black. I always go black. Oh my god! I lose, but remember when Nick A30 told all of us?
Never back down, never what?
Never give up!
Let's run!
Exactly. I keep on gambling though and beg Anka to stay. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god. W gamble. I'm so happy. Anka's moving to my village. But wait, Bella has to leave if Anka wants to stay. No! Bella! No! I I love Bella, but she also got that whack ass starter home, so it's fine. But one day we will have you back. After that surprise, I caught a great purple emperor, changed up my island flag. All hail Chi-Chi. Say my farewells to Bella. I add this yacht with the CG logo, which means Sugar Gang. Yeah, it's a pretty cool tag. And I put this near the bar area. Also put this cutesy pink wood path and this frozen arch into this bar area. Then put some frozen treat bars and some soju on the counters. Then this free salad bar because we be healthy. This area is kind of fire. Then I moved the campsite to the beach and built an incline right behind the Able Sisters store to lead into the museum and Maple's neighborhood area. On day 80, I finished up my museum by putting this last display stand to fully round out this area. It's also June, by the way, so new insects and fish caught. As I'm doing my dailies, I come across a peculiar flower.
Huh?
Wait. If this is here, this could only mean one thing. I have a 5-star already? What? For this momentous achievement, I got my first golden tool recipe, the golden watering can, which can get us a certain flower that we will get to after because I see Shep's fake out on my island forgetting he used to live here. I thought Shep was cool, but I can't look at him the same anymore. But he wears my island's hotel outfit like a good boy though. Anyways, I built the golden watering can and got some black roses together for some breeding because if you water these with the golden watering can, you can get the golden roses, which is one of the last 2 flowers I need. I then went on to catch my first shark. Oh my god! With 20 days left to go, all I have to focus on is the rest of the golden tools and 20 days should be enough to get them, minus the shovel of course. So I spent most of my time fishing and catching the rest of the insects because if I complete those, I get the golden net and fishing rod. Anyways, I built this incline where the orchard is today, added a volleyball net with a beach ball near the campsite. Tybalt wants to leave, which is good because we need his hothead off the island, bothering Ione and shit. He's a vibe terrorist, bro. Made a little plaza area for the Able Sisters store. I don't have much, but I put some furniture outside. Then I hard focused on Maple's area over here. I wanted it to be an extension of the inside of her house, so I put mad greenery and that vibe over here. I love this cherry blossom pond over here. I think her house is looking tough. Then when I was done with that, I was just walking around the island and I peep Anka and Bam just vibing out. What the fuck is going on here? Wait, what is that jumping on Bam? I didn't notice at the time though, so I just kept it pushing. But I caught this big chungus. What? I caught an Arapaima. How did it get here? Arapano and a Dorado. What? What is this? Why is it gold? I caught a Dorado. I say Dorado, you say Dorado. Then I added a bench to Big Top's area, and I think this was the final piece. And I also caught Rossetti trying to dig for something else. There's also a campsite visitor today who is... Oh, Red is on the island today, and I get me this medicine cabinet and get this rock. I then added this bookshelf to Maple's area because she be reading as fuck. And also, this mum is a chair, not a flower. Just wanted to point that out. Built a bridge over here. Okay, that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's catch some new creatures. And yes, this includes you, frog. Oh, I got a frog, bro. What the hell? But the last fish of the day was... Oh, I finally got it! The beta. Let's go. I better not drop it. On day 82, I caught an angelfish, added a pool in front of my house, and since Tybalt left yesterday, I can do some villager hunting. So, I saw Kangaskhan, but nah. I found a hammerhead shark over here though. Then I saw Sky. They cool, but I only know one Sky. Then I made a bug I don't have yet run away because of Pierce, so I'm definitely passing. Oh! And honestly, I'm glad I skipped. Whoa! A clanker! I know how the world be viewing robots and stuff, AI being out and all, LAI by the way, but I am taking Cephalobot home with me. They're so cool. I can't deny him. These are good androids and he's smug, something I need at my island. Also caught a saw shark over here. Then I spent the rest of my day just trying to catch all the fish I can do. Oh! Bang! There she blows! And reclaimed the bug Pierce made me scare away. On day 83, I got the golden roses to spawn in. Whoa! Hold on! I got the gold roses! Meaning I only got one singular flower to get, and it's those damn blue roses. All I can really do is water and pray. I bought a truck just because. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. It looks cool though. I ended up catching some rare fish, but they were not the one, and to no avail. I needed a change of scenery, so I visited Harv's Island, and I had to take a random photographer side quest, taking some pictures for Reese's and Cyrus' wedding anniversary. I cooked up the venue and took an immaculate picture. Absolute cinema, I would say. Then I bought some real art from Red and let Harriet cut my hair again. I don't know why I keep letting her do this to me. It's day 84 and now it's July. Yes, I'm doing some mean time traveling to get all these creatures. I continue to look for insects and fish I don't have yet, even one that looks like an item. But the pull of the day was... Whoa! Look at this chud! Holy chud! I caught an ocean sunfish. Good thing I'm wearing ocean sunscreen. Once I got bored of that, I started my graveyard finally. Starting off with these iron and stone fences. I use this dirt path and put the tombstones down. I'm only going to use black flowers and cedar trees around this area because I feel like it fits the vibe. I put some graveyard guardians over here. I think it came out nice. I just got to wait for Ione to stop fishing to finish the fence over here. While working on this, I also found something I've been looking for a while now. There it is! Oh my god! It's so gold! That's so noticeable. Oh my god. The golden slingshot recipe has been acquired finally. That took longer than I expected. I've been expecting that gold balloon for a while now. I crafted slingshot and look at the golden aura. 2 down, 3 more to go. Still sad about that shovel though. I started off day 85 with a makeover. I'm looking clean. And I caught a fish that I've been looking for a while now. Then I used a bunch of fish baits to catch this gar at the pond. With that catch, the only fish I can catch during this time that I don't have are the fish from the pier. While working on that, I caught a horned dynastid, caught a bunch of fish, then finally found something I don't have. I also saw my band area being used. I feel so healed. Once I got bored of fishing, I moved on to getting insects I needed, and I needed a lot of bugs that spawn on trees. So I got me a Nook Mile ticket, found me a flat island, cleared out all the trees and picked the flowers. Also took some coconut trees from my island and brought it here to have more spawns on the trees, and I just ran around. I spent about 5 hours here just running around catching the bugs I don't have yet. I even caught not 1 but 3 scorpions without dying. I found a lot of cool beetles, even a golden one, but by the end of it, I only needed 2 to 3 more bugs on the trees, and they didn't want to show up, so I called it a day. Plus a successful session though. It's day 86 and now it's August because I caught everything I needed in July. There's also a fireworks show today. I go into Cephalobot's house for the first time, and his house is actually tough. Look at this bed pod thing, bro. I caught many new creatures today, like this mahi mahi, some new bugs, this goofy ass turtle, Napoleon. I built a staircase over here, and now it's time for the fireworks show. I get lit with the village for a bit, even do some gambling with Red, thinking I'll get something good, but I just get food. I then go diving to get the rest of the sea creatures I don't have. It was honestly a vibe with the fireworks in the background. I go to Harv's Island after to buy this club wall from Sahara, and that gives me an idea for my house. And you know I had to get a cut from Harriet, and you know I shouldn't have. On day 87, Humphrey gives me a present for working hard lately. I appreciate you noticing me, Humphrey. He gives me a figure skating costume on some Yuri on Ice shit, and I use my ears to catch a cicada. I check on my blue roses, and oh, my blue flowers! I have officially got every single flower in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Took only 87 days though, something light. But for real though, I hate to be sappy again, but this is something I always wanted to do, and I wasn't able to do it on my OG New Horizons island, but look at me now. I made it, bruh. I'm the floweriest. Anyways, I added this old ass sewing machine next to the store, edited some furniture with Reese and Cyrus. Yes, I did get another haircut from Harriet. Yes, I'ma just stop. I came back to see Red on the island and got this statue. Yes, it's real. I decided to pick back up my insect hunts, so I needed another flat Nook Miles ticket island, and I started at 100,000 points, and by the time I finally found one, I only had 40,000 points left. Y'all could do that math. So I set up the island for my bug farm. I was looking for a giant stag and scarab beetle, and I found them both pretty fast. I came back and got my last river fish, which is the snapping turtle. Then I built another bridge next to this other bridge that I built the other day. Feels nice to pay off these projects right after I build them rather than waiting. I feel bougie. On day 88, I somehow made it September. As you can see, I only have a few insects and fish left to catch. Almost there. Only 12 more days, but I can make this work. I caught this midden crab today, leaving me with only one one more fish to catch. I move on towards the night to catch certain insects, and I see Boo. This is the wisp, and I have to help find the rest of their body. Shout out to my partner though for getting me new decor for my graveyard. All I need now though is the He Was Number One hat.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number 1.
I started the night off with diving for the sea creatures. Again, I know you don't get anything for completing them, but it makes the aquarium look more lively and complete, so I'm doing it for the love of the game. Mid-dive, my other plug Bia dropped off some other stuff for me that I will show y'all soon. I got everything I was missing in my time from diving, and I noticed I'm missing a sea pig, a creature that you can get back in November through February. And in the real world, it's February 28th. And luckily for me, my lovely partner let me dive around their island. And after 4 hours of diving, no sea pig. So I came back home, got the wisp his ghost body back for a compact kitchen, which was neat at least. On day 89, Bam asked if he should leave, and I say yes, because I only wanted one jock here, and that's Big Top, so I wish you well, Bam. Remember the Bia plug drop last night? Well, let me show you what I did with that drop. My greenery room is looking clean, huh? It's almost at full potential. I went back outside and caught a walker cicada, leaving me with 3 more insects. I wanted a little medical area for my island, especially not far from the bar, so when people get too lit, they have a place to go. So I got some partitions, some beds, some ivy drips, a little evaluation section here, and here at Chugland, healthcare is free. It's very important that everyone that lives in Chugland gets their healthcare. I then went on and visited my good friend Shrubs Island. He was nice enough to give Chugland some donations, so I plopped some of the furniture he gave, and he really blessed my out of this world area and my medical area. On day 90, I actually finished up my green room, got a little espresso machine and microwave going, little cute bone rug. What do y'all think?
Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
Gulliver needs some saving today, so I fixed his phone. I was shaking trees to find a spider, and I actually found one. Oh, there we go. Let's go! Let's go. 2 more bugs left. One that's a stick on a tree, and the other being a flea. I thought I've never seen one, but if you remember when Anka and Bam were vibing out, Bam actually did have a flea on him, and I'm high-key kicking myself for not noticing, because apparently there's a 1% chance for fleas to spawn on a villager. So great, I got 10 days left, and this is what I gotta deal with, so I'm feeling a bit nervous. On day 91, I'm still on the lookout for fleas, but Bam left so I can villager hunt. I see many villagers, some twice in a row, some shiny Pokemon. I even saw Bam again. You forgot about me, Bam? Fuck you, man. Am I really this forgettable? Anyways, I kept buying Nook Ticket after Nook Ticket. I almost had no more points left, but when hope felt lost, I came across. Ooh, this guy looked tough. Some surf's up shit. He's fried too. I got Hopper to come to Chugland. It wasn't that hard to convince him to come over. I just told him about my basement. Once I was done villager hunting, I went to buy a new wallpaper and gave Harriet a try. Like, why do I do this to myself? But look who's at the hotel today. My boy Cousteau. And he did not forget about me. Bam and Shep are just bad people, bro. Just bad people. When I came back on the island though, I found one of the 2 bugs I needed. Let's go! Ooh. Yes, I caught a walking stick. On days 91 and 93, I spent all my time trying to figure out a way to spawn fleas because there's literally 0 information on how to get them to spawn. From everything I read, I saw someone say that they went in and out of a building, checked each villager, and a couple hours later, they got fleas. With this being the only thing I could find on the internet, I decided to trust it, and a couple hours later, I walk out and see Maple with fleas. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Maple got fleas! Look who's here, how you been? It's just she itchy! Oh my god! The method finally worked! Wait! Wait, Maple, wait! I got you! I've never been so happy to see someone say they're itchy. I take a look at my Pokedex and I've caught every single insect, and that means the golden net will be in my mailbox tomorrow. I still need 1 more fish and 2 more sea creatures. One of the sea creatures, I need the spiny lobster, which only spawns at night, so while waiting for time to go by, I decide to work on breaking 100 axes to get the golden axe. I've broken a few flimsy axes throughout this challenge, so I should be close, and an hour later, I just came up with a recipe for a golden axe. Let's go! That was quicker than I thought. Look at my golden tools. But once night hit, I swam for about an hour and got that spiny lobster, leaving only one sea creature left. On day 94, I traveled back in time to April to catch the final fish. Oh, I got the fish I'm looking for already. I caught a killifish. The streams are safe again. All fish is done. On day 95, I traveled even further back, all the way back to February to find that sea pig. And 15 minutes later into swimming, no. Ooh, I got the last creature. I got a sea pig. What's next? Air pigs? I swear I caught this. Woohoo! Completed my diving collection. That's deep, real deep. My Pokedex is fully complete. Where's my shiny charm? I give the last creature to Blathers and my museum is now 100% complete on day 95, minus the art exhibit of course. I celebrate by buying some real art. On day 96, I got my golden rod and net recipes. Also was congratulated for completing all the sea creatures, fish and insects. Then I built the net and fishing rod, and I can't lie, gold is looking kind of good on me. I could get used to this. Unfortunately, they do break though, so I'm just never gonna use these. They're just for show. Anyways, my aquarium is looking beautiful. The fossils are looking beautiful. My little botanical garden is looking beautiful. This just heals something in me. Earlier on though, during the series, I went to my local game store and got these Sanrio amiibo cards. So I scanned all of them this day and bought some Sanrio furniture. I wanted to have Toby or Marty as a villager to be honest, but after meeting them, they don't feel very Chuglandish, so I don't ask them to stay. Then I for real finish up my green room. I gotta get Hopper to visit this one day. Then I worked on the room upstairs, and honestly, none of my furniture makes sense together. So I just started throwing them together. This is what I call my stream room. I spent days 97 to 99 decorating my island as much as I could and just dilly-dallying honestly. It is now finally day 100. I completed my museum, caught all creatures, paid off my loans, got a 5-star island. Let me show you what I accomplished in 100 days on my New Horizons island. My house area over here still only got a pool. Honestly, not really sure what I want to do with this yet, so I kept it blank. I checked my mail and I got a rank S on Happy Home Academy after getting straight B's this whole challenge. I clutched up on the last day apparently, getting the highest rank, and add that to my accolades. Before we get into my house, here are all my outfits. This is the default fit. This one I call Q. This is on my like rockstar shit. This shit, little calm shit. This one I call question mark. Lolo outfit, really, bruh, really. This is my opium outfit. Y'all need to peep the boots though. The boots is Karapi. Y'all can't even see it, bruh. The boots are Karapi, bruh. And then this one I call New York, bruh. This is what I call New York. This is like homage to my city. With that out the way, welcome to my MTV cribs. Let's head in. This is the living room. I wanted it to feel like a living room and at the same time pay homage to all the experiences I've been through in these 100 days. You can tell with the wedding furniture when I was a photographer, the egg furniture from Bunny Day, I was so locked in. The hamster is still here. We got that. I was a pet owner like day 9 I think. We got Rover's briefcase. A lot of memorabilia here. Up ahead is my bedroom. Nothing much changed from the last time you seen it. Do you hear that though? Yeah, I know, the soundtrack is busting here. But up next, going into the room to the right, I had a bunch of interesting clothing I would never wear. So I made it a walk-in closet. Nothing crazy here. And to the left over here is the new and improved bathroom. It's complete now. Even got a TV in the middle. And the lucky purple ducky. Upstairs is still the streaming room I showed y'all, but I put all my fishing and bug achievements on the wall over here. Everything is functional here. You can move everywhere. You might just have to shimmy a little bit. And also this camera is catching everything. Don't worry. And last but not least, my favorite room in my entire house, the green room. And I'll be honest, I'm only happy with the basement in my house. You could probably tell that. I had no idea what to do with the furniture I was dealt. It's okay, y'all. Y'all can hate. I'm a bad designer. Anyways, coming down from my home area is a little cafe area in the works. We see a wild cephalobot here. And up ahead is my museum area. Y'all know about this already. To the left of the museum is Maple's house. Nothing changed here. It's the same, but I love how it turned out, so you see it again. Hopper lives next to Maple. He just moved in, so I'm gonna cook up his area one day. Below that though is the Able Sisters shopping area. Here we walk by some Lily of the Valleys. This neighborhood has Punchy and Cephalobot's house. I don't know what to do here yet, so it's also blank. And also, I'm kind of waiting on Punchy to go because he has a starter house. Yeah, sorry Punchy fans. But y'all have seen Hanfrey and Ion's house. Hanfrey still got the Japanese furniture. Ion's house is gamer vibes. I plan to connect the gaming area to a diner area on the beach one day. Then over here, this bridge brings us to Big Top's house, the exercise area we all know and love. Below that is Nook's Cranny. Nothing changed here as well. And this also leads to the campsite area, which I did rearrange a little bit. Here's the band area, the campsite area. Still needs to be worked on, but it looks pretty nice so far. All hail Chi-Chi. To the left of the town square is the graveyard. The gas station area hasn't changed. I added some more fish to the fishing area. The mermaid area is pretty much the same. Probably one of my favorite places on my island. And it transitions into the out of the world area, which still needs more work, but it still looks cool. Agnes lives over here. I'm waiting for her to leave to build around that house, but behind it is the medical area. Then this leads into my orchard that holds every single type of flower in the game. I love how colorful this area is, and to the left of it is the bar area with the CG yacht. Bunny tries running away mid-tour, but I denied that because I love Bunny. I don't know what to do with her house yet though, but she do live near the orchard, so I could do something with that. Down here though, near the waterfall, showcases all my golden tools that I have so far. A little flexing area. Then this area has nothing. Anka lives here and I want to do something desert like over here, but all I have is this pyramid, and that's my island so far. I wish I had more time to flesh out my entire island, but I still need to increase my catalog, and I wasn't trying to go over 3 hours of gameplay per day. Still though, I like where my island is headed so far. I wanted to show y'all all my achievements because I thought it was pretty cool, so yeah, take a look at these. And that's 100 days in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Hopefully one day I can fully complete it, meaning decorate the whole island and get all the golden tools, all those completion and stuff. I didn't even touch the Happy Home Paradise DLC. Maybe I do some more days and try to complete my island and play the DLC and get the golden shovel. How many days y'all think I need for that? Anyways, for real though, I enjoyed this so much. I was honestly loathing playing New Horizons ever since I lost my original island, and this reminded me why New Horizons is loved by many people. But I will say I do miss the older Animal Crossing games, especially Wild World. I would be down to experience 100 days there, or maybe even Pokopia. I don't know, man. There's a comment section below. But for real though, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed watching my journey throughout these 100 days. Shout out to all my Patreons for giving me the ability to work on something like this. And yeah, give me a like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Besitos.